All right, y'all, what's going on? It's Combo Breaker 99 and I'm back with another video. All right, y'all, looks like the rematch is being worked on. They are working on making this fight, of course. Some people were kind of doubtful. They were kind of skeptical. They didn't think that the former champ wanted this fight. But first thing I had to ask y'all was, look, what kind of MMA fans y'all? What kind of WMMA fans are y'all if y'all don't think the Bullet's not gonna want some get back against the newly crowned champion, Alexa Grasso? All right, y'all know this fight was gonna happen, but it's being worked on. There's no exact date yet. There's no exact time, but according to Dana White, this fight is being worked on. Just reading through this article on MMAmania.com, but according to Dana, Alexa Grasso versus Valentina Shevchenko 2 is being worked on. All right. According to him, he kept it short and sweet. He said, we're working on that too. He said, that's one of the fights we're definitely working on right now. No word yet on when or where the rematch will take place, but it is being worked on. All right. So, yeah, just so y'all know, look, Alexa Grasso, she is the newly crowned champion. She earned that fight. But just understand, Valentina Shevchenko, she's been a long reigning champion. She was, what, seven title defenses deep, looking for that eighth one, looking for that eighth ruby, but it didn't go her way. But in my opinion, I feel like, she's definitely that type of champion, that type of fighter that knows what she has to do this time around. She's been at the top for a while, of course, so she will be a little complacent when the girls don't really level up, when they don't level up to her level. So it is kind of a shocker when she stepped in there with Alexa Grasso, somebody that didn't have that quit in them, and they had that style that just kind of like neutralized her a little bit. But all in all, Valentina was still in the fight and winning the fight. But the fact that Grasso was just on her is what really can kind of mess with your mind, I think. And maybe Shevchenko just had to take some time away, during this period. It's not like she's been gone this long time, but just this little period, after the fight in March, she took some time off and just said, you know what, this is what we got to work on. This is where we got to stop being too cute, and we just got to go back to basics, right? So I think, yeah, Valentina Shevchenko, she wants that get back. She definitely wants that get back, because if she didn't, she'd be trying to reach for another fight with like Manon or like Blanchfield. You see, they're saying it's being worked on because Valentina wants it. And also, shout out to Grasso. Much respect to Grasso. She just won the belt, and she's not trying to go any other way. She knows that Valentina is a well-respected champion, and she also said, hey, we can do it again. So Grasso is ready to put her belt on the line against the former champion. She wants to prove that she is the best by beating the former champ again, and sometimes you got to do that. Sometimes you have to do that. Same with Leon Edwards. He had to go back in there, beat Kamaru Usman, and prove that he is the best fighter. Sometimes you have to do that to close that rivalry, especially whenever the fighter like the Bullet has been so dominant. You know what I mean? That they automatically deserve that, in my opinion, especially when they've been running the division for so long and they've been held to a certain standard. And we've been holding the division to this certain standard for a long time, even before the competition was this stiff, right? So we've been holding her to this level, and we knew how good she was. And when somebody comes along and beats her like this, we got to say, hey, she deserves it. She deserves it, right? Especially, a lot of people don't want to hear this, but this was a fight Valentina was winning, right? I know I picked wrong, and I gladly say I picked wrong in this fight, but Valentina was still winning in this fight. She was struggling at times. She was struggling because there was no quitting Grasso, and Grasso was always on her trying different things, whether it was her boxing, whether it was her, whether it was the clinch game. Grasso was always trying in this fight, and that's where, Valentina kind of got thrown out of her rhythm, because sometimes when, the Bullet takes on certain styles of fighters, she can always neutralize them, whether they're on the ground or on the feet. She'll kind of find little rest periods where she makes them wait. She'll just make them wait, and they over-respect her, right? But Grasso, whether Grasso was losing rounds or not, Grasso was always doing something. She was always doing something with her footwork, or, she was always doing something with her hands, or, just something defensively with her upper body movement. She was always doing something to make Valentina have to, reach in the bag and do this, do that. Like, to try spinning back for spin, all that extra stuff. But even like with the kicks and the jabs, Valentina found herself having to throw more jabs and be more active, that it kind of threw her out of her game. Again, granted, Valentina was winning the fight, but she was doing something that she wasn't used to doing to keep Grasso off of her. So while Grasso may be getting outstruck Grasso is still looking for that next game plan. So when finally it comes in, she steps back, boom, misses that spinning back attack, grabs her, latches on. It was something they trained for. Boom, that was it, right? So yeah, man, Grasso is definitely going to bring it again. She's definitely going to be bringing the competition again. She's definitely going to be bringing a style that Valentina is going to really have to make sure that she can be prepared for. And I believe that Valentina does have the tools this time around, just like she did the first time. The fact is, she just can't make any mistakes or lose focus. Like same like when other fighters fight Andrade. Fighters that fight a wild fighter like Andrade, you have to be on her the whole time. If not, she'll close distance and slam you or knock you out, right? But in this case, Valentina was facing a much more like technical monster that was falling behind, but was still focused. That's the thing. Like Andrade may be limited, but she's focused. Grasso might have been behind in this fight, but she's technically well prepared and she's focused, right? So when you put focus together with technique or focus together, period, hey, that's a dangerous thing, man. So Valentina better make sure she's on her game. No talk this time around. We don't want to hear about you knowing her fears or anything like that. Let's just make sure you're ready and prepared for another good fight against Alexa Grasso, because this could come down to Alexa Grasso just having her number, right? I would not be surprised. Like, I'm still not sure if I'm going to pick Grasso this time around. I might still stick it out with Valentina because I know she is that champ and she's got the tools and she was winning the first fight. But when it comes down to it, hey, we just never know what can happen. This girl might have your number mentally. Just never know. So according to Dana, the fight is going to be made. Just don't know where and when. I'd probably say more than likely sometime by the end of the year. The first fight was in March, so we might be looking sometime in like maybe October, November, even September. Who knows? Like maybe like they want to give Valentina like a 7-8 month break, or even the champ a 7-8 month break, right? There's really no rush as long as it happens this year. I think as long as they go ahead and do it sometime where they can both mentally catch a break and well prepare for this one, because like I said, there's other fights right now I'm looking forward to. I definitely like this one and I'm looking forward to it, but with Weili Lemos already being locked in and Manon and Blanchfield possibly being locked in, hey, just keep it coming. But I won't be mad if they push this thing back to like November, December. But guys, let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Should be a good rematch. Who do you got in the rematch? Grasso, Shevchenko, Combo Breaker 99. I'm out. Subscribe. Peace.